Hello, my lovely people, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It is Mentor Farms, and I'm super excited today because this topic I'm about to discuss with you is something that have been in my mind to talk about. And I think few days ago, someone mentioned it in the comment section of one of our videos, and it just clicked as yes, I've had this topic in mind, and this person mentioning it in the comment section, that means is a confirmation that I really need to share this particular topic. Let's discuss it and see how we can help ourselves as farmers from experience. This particular topic or this particular discussion, I'll be speaking from experience firsthand. And I would love you to stay to the end of this video. Stick around to the end of this video because there are lots of things you are about to learn in this video, and a lot of things I will unveil that will help you run a successful pepper farm and also make more money from your pepper as well. So this video is just for pepper production. It's just for pepper. The commodity we're discussing is pepper. So if you are a pepper farmer or intending pepper farmer, then you just have to pause, take a look to this video and watch till the end. Now, what is this topic? It's a simple one, but it's very dicey. How do we control post-harvest loss from our pepper farm? Now, how to control post-harvest loss in all commodity or in agriculture generally is a big problem that farmers face in this part of the world. Post-harvest loss is a big challenge. People lose their commodity, people lose their farm produce after harvesting because there is no storage facility, there is no enough distribution plan, there's no enough distribution chain to send out our produce to different locations, or we are limited to a particular place, you cannot send to somewhere else, or there are limitations that hinder farmers from sending out their produce and thereby increasing the rate of post-harvest loss. Now, it might also be because of the lack of storage facilities that we don't have in the country. If you're in Nigeria or in Africa, we have that challenge, lack of storage facilities. So these are things that increase that cause high rate of post-harvest loss. And for clarity, post-harvest loss means the activity after harvesting. You've done your farming, you've produced, and you've harvested from your farm, and you are selling, but you're not able to sell all your products or your produce, and they got bad and they got damaged and you did not sell them. That's a loss. That's post-harvest loss. You've harvested, you've done everything, you had a very good yield, you harvested your produce, but you're not able to sell, or you don't even harvest them, they all spoiled in the farm because you're not harvesting, because the market is slow, or because you cannot distribute, a lot of reasons, or because there's no place to store. These are post-harvest losses. So how do we, for pepper now, I will discuss all the crops, but this particular video is for pepper. How do we drastically reduce post-harvest loss in pepper? And this question has a very simple answer, and it's straight to the point. I'll just give you one or two ways of storing your pepper to reduce post-harvest loss, and that is all for this video. Just stick around. We have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes for this video. We have done 4. We have 6 minutes more to discuss this. Now, how do you reduce post-harvest loss in your pepper? Now, I'm discussing scent pepper, habanero red, habanero yellow, super habanero, scent pepper. How do you reduce post-harvest loss? Now, number one, processing. This is one and only: processing. When you begin to harvest your produce fresh, pepper fresh, it has a value. For instance, we that do super habanero pepper that we sell per kg, there's a value for 1 kg of pepper that I harvest from my farm. There's a value for it. Now, if I have challenge of harvesting, and in the season I'm harvesting, there is too much rain because it's open field, and we have a lot of produce, but we cannot sell because the buyers are scared that when they buy the next day or the next 2 days, the pepper will melt and they incur losses, so they cannot afford to buy anymore. So what do I do? Now, you process. That's one of the ways to reduce that loss. It is, I'm not talking about in farm or loss that you incur while doing your farm activity. No, when they are mature, they're ready for harvesting, or you harvested, that is post-harvest. What do you do to reduce drastically for pepper the loss? Process, number one and only. But in that processing, there are now different branches of processing. Number one, you process. When you process your farm produce, you have added extra value to it. If you are selling 1 kg of pepper for 1,000, fresh pepper, by the time you process that fresh pepper, that 1 kg will triple because you've added value to that produce. Why do you think that when people buy a corn from farmers, when they get corn from farmers, they buy fresh corn from farmers at a very affordable and cheap rate? The same person that bought that corn goes to their corn stand, peel the corn, adds charcoal, and roast that corn. After roasting the corn, they sell one of that corn for like 500 or 700 or 1,000, depending on the size of the corn, for just one of it. What do you think happened? When they buy it fresh, it is raw. When they roast the corn, they have added value to that corn. It is now roasted corn. So you will pay for the value, the strength, that the energy they put to add value to that corn that made it roasted corn. That's what you're paying for. So they added value. So when you process pepper from 1 kg for 1,000 naira, you've added value to the processed pepper. The price will triple. Now, you can process the branches now of processing. You can process either by grinding your pepper into powder. It now be in powder form, grinded pepper. And if you are honest to yourself and you're honest to your customers, because one of the things I won't tell you in this channel, you will not see anywhere in this channel, is assumptions. What you do, if you're honest to yourself, you grind that pepper and it's in powder form. You've added value to it. That same 1 kg of pepper that's for 1,000 can be sold for 3,000, 4,000 because you added value to it. And if you're honest, as I said, without adding any other things that they used to add, you can be able to penetrate the market with that pepper, because it is the same scent pepper, it is the same habanero. The flavor did not go out. It is the same flavor, and people will know you for that particular flavor, that particular joy they get when they use the fresh habanero to cook, and when you give them the grinded one, it is still the same. So how do you reduce your loss? Because when you harvest, they melt, it gets bad, nobody will buy it. What do? You grind and turn it into powder form. That means you've added value and you've added to the shelf life of that produce, because now it is dry. It can stay for a longer time. So you've reduced the risk of losing those fresh ones to spoil it, and you'll not be able to sell them. You grind it, turn it to powder form, and you now start selling as grinded pepper. Added value, added money, save you from loss. Another branch of processing, you might not decide not to grind. I don't want to grind my pepper. I want to dry it so that that's what we call the bomo in this area. That's the flesh will still be there. If you are a farmer or you are somebody that goes to the market to buy things, you always see those pepper that are dry, but they are still in their shape. They have their skin, but it's dry, very dry. That's what I'm talking about. You might decide not to grind it. You can decide just to dry it like that, with the whole package still together, but now in a dry form. Now you might ask me, how do I grind into powder? How do I turn it into powder form? Or how do I grind it with everything intact as dry pepper? Now, agriculture have advanced, and post-harvest processing have also advanced. There are things you can use. There are machines you can use for air drying. There are machines you can also use for grinding. You can also decide not to get a machine and you want to sun dry. Good. But because when you have that large loss in pepper harvest is during rainy season, there is not too much rain that can dry your pepper that well that you will not get bad. That means you need a machine that can dry those pepper for you. So 2 ways of processing, either by drying or by grinding. So that way When you are approaching the season that you know, it is difficult to sell pepper fresh. One, because of the excess supply of pepper in the market at that time in the season, and two, because of the season, that is the weather, rainfall. So at this period, you know, I have a lot of harvest, but I cannot be able to sell all because one, there are a lot of pepper in the market. Number two, the price is down due to excess supply in the market. Number three, customers are scared because my pepper always melt after 2 days, so they are scared to patronize me. So when you know you're approaching that season, how do you reduce your post-harvest loss in pepper to the barest minimum? Concentrate on processing them. Remove your mind from selling fresh. If you have buyers that come and buy fresh once in a while, good, you still maintain them, but you focus your energy. Once you have a peak production falling in June, July, August, September, October, focus your mind on going into processing. Process your pepper. Do you know the interesting part? You can dry this pepper so well or grind it and store and not sell immediately and sell it during scarcity. I'm giving you a multi-million-dollar insight on how to make money from pepper production. You might decide to go into storage full-time in this season that you have high loss because of open field farming. You have plenty of pepper melting. People are not buying. The price is low. You might say, no, I don't want to sell. Go straight into processing. Dry them and store, or you grind and store it. Don't worry about selling it, and open your market when it's scarcity. Sell in January, February, and March. When pepper is scarce, you will make so much money doing that. That is $1 million insight. In fact, if you are close to me, with this insight I'm giving you right now, you can tell me, Chris, take this money, go and buy a bottle of Heineken and take, because this is a mind-blowing opportunity I'm showing you. So processing is one of the major ways you can drastically reduce post-harvest loss. So if you're a farmer that is strategic, a farmer that is intentional about your production, if your peak period of harvest falls into, because I did a video when I explained don't nurse in January if you're a newbie. If you're a newbie, you don't have the money to afford getting a machine that will process or get all those things that you need to run processing. No, that means you avoid it entirely. Let your harvest fall into January, February. You can sell at that time and make your money. But if you're a seasoned farmer and you have been experiencing post-harvest loss during these seasons of rain because it's open field, the price is even low, you're not making so much money like that, and people are not buying because your pepper is melting, is spoiling, and you have a lot of harvest in this period, I'm giving you an insight. Don't bother selling fresh. Go straight into processing and storage. If you have people that will buy small, sell to them, but store, so that in scarcity period, January, February, insight, you sell and make so much money. So these are the ways you can be able to reduce post-harvest loss in pepper production. I believe you got value watching this video. If you did, make sure you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share this video so that people that are into farming can watch and also learn like you do. Until then, see you guys in our next video. Bye for now.